right, producer Mikey, you got robbed in Piedmont Park?
I did, and there's been some new unfoldings of this story within the last hour, too.
Oh, just within the last hour?
Within the last hour. Breaking news.
Exactly. Dude, what went down at Piedmont Park?
Okay, so last Friday, we had a Bert Show Youth Group Beer Olympics, and Abby was there.
I was.
How was my behavior?
Jarring to be as brutal as possible.
Is this the drunkest you've ever seen Mikey?
It's the drunkest I've ever seen Mikey. And he prefaced this. So when I got there, I was still on my antibiotics, so I couldn't drink. And so I'm drinking LaCroix.
That's never stopped me.
Not a once.
Never. Listen, it's literally never stopped me. Even when I was on antibiotics for a UTI, I was still putting back some Sauvignon Blanc.
Listen, I have like necrosis on my arm. I was not messing around. And so I'm talking to Mikey. Mikey's his normal, slightly buzzed self. And he's like, Abby, I'm about to warn you. I'm about to turn into drunk guy. I'm like, aren't you drunk guy right now? And he goes, no. I'm about to turn into drunk guy Mikey. And drunk guy Mikey is the most out of pocket character I have ever drank with before. You were saying some of the most bizarre lines that I'm not sure where they're living in your brain, but you might want to do some soul searching and scrub those lines out of there.
Look, I was having fun. I thought that we were going there to party. Apparently not. Apparently we're on antibiotics and we're sober and we're 30.
Hey, you could first of all, not 30.
Not talking about you.
I was there to party, but party with some liqueur.
All right, well.
All right, so you get hammered. Obviously.
Apparently.
You guys are hanging out at Jackson's place in Midtown.
Yeah.
And
almost lost a finger.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of your nail in the stump game. But then you leave and you mosey on down to Piedmont Park?
Well, so I thought that everybody left. This is what the breaking news is. Apparently, everyone kept on having fun without me. Rebecca escorted me outside.
Oh, she made you think everybody was leaving?
Yeah, she said Mikey's coming with me. So I go outside. I thought party was over. So I was like, well, I'm still having fun. I was holding 4 beers, and so I decided to take a stroll around Piedmont Park.
Around what time is this?
Oh, I have no clue. Abby,
It was still daylight. because my friend had really good tickets to the Braves game, so I'm sitting there watching the Braves play, and my phone is going bing, 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 and it's just Mikey being like, I just got robbed. And everyone's like, what? And I'm like, where did Mikey go? How did he end up here? Broad daylight.
Well, look, I still wanted to have fun. I wasn't done. So I said, all right, I'm going to go to Piedmont Park. I'm going to find a good bench, and I'm going to sit there and drink my beers. And so
Logical enough.
Yeah, it's the after party.
I'm walking through there, and there's a group of people. I'm not sure what their home situation is. It could be non-existent. They could have I don't know. But it's a group of guys, and I was like, hey, mister. I went to the guy in the end. I was like, hey, do you want a beer? Let me sit down with you. I've had some good experiences that way. Not this one. This guy was cool. The one that I gave the beer to, he was really cool. He was my friend. But then word got out that I'm handing out beers down there. So then another guy walks up, and this guy's holding the water bottle, but now I only have 3 left. And I'm like, well, that's kind of gonna ruin my good time. So I tell him, open his water bottle. So I poured him some in there. So I give him his dose.
Oh my God.
And then next thing I know, that's whenever the guy that I originally gave the beer to, he said, it's time for you to go. These guys walked down and they basically gave me an offer I couldn't refuse. They said, you're going to give us those beers. And I said, all right, that's fine. Just don't take my cash.
How many guys? How many beers?
Well, there was probably 7 guys there, but only 4 beers. So I don't know. They must have fought that out amongst themselves. But I ended up with 0.
So Katie just showed me the video. Did one of the guys, was he an old guy with a cane?
Oh, yeah.
Yo, hold on.
You got robbed by a man with a cane. This is the most tame robbery I've ever heard. Hey, give us those beers.
No,
okay.
It was very chill. Like I didn't feel too threatened. I think that if I gave him any flack, there would have been a problem. But I was like, all right, just take the beers. It's okay. They seemed fine whenever I sat down there, but they didn't like that I took a video either. That they really didn't like.
Was this before or after they took said beers?
It was kind of in the middle of the whole thing.
So you recorded them rob you?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of just like a video of feet, though. I don't know. I learned a big lesson that day is
what
just just don't do that, I guess.
There's the lesson.
Don't do that.
Hey, if you've got some good video of some feet, you could make a pretty penny on feetfinder.com.
Not
or something.
these feet.
Nope.
They were ashy.
I want to clarify. So, Rebecca, when you escorted Mikey out, was there an agenda? Was he like so intoxicated you guys were ready for him to leave said party?
We were walking out and he was obsessed with finding adventure. That's what he kept saying. So I was like, okay, Mikey, you can walk me to my car, and then I feel like it's fine if I let you roam Piedmont Park because it's still daylight, and then I will just not be liable of you anymore. Like, be free.
This is all
I didn't
Rebecca's
expect you was
fault.
going to get mugged in the daylight.
An old man with a cane.
This is
Yeah,
all Rebecca's fault.
If you watch the video, you see the old man's feet and his cane, and he picks up a beer, and Gucci's playing in the background.
Are you kidding me?
It was a good time for a little bit.
Well, you sought out for adventure, and guess what?
I got it.
You found it.
I found it. Sure did.
The Bert Show.